Hello, thank you so much for having me. My name is Samora Abayomi Pinderhughes. I am a pianist, a vocalist, composer, and multidisciplinary artist. I live in the tradition of the Black surrealists throughout the African diaspora, those creative improvisers who bend word, sound, and image toward the causes of revolution. My goal is that people will live differently after experiencing what I make, that it will affect how they think, how they act, how they relate to others, how they consider their daily relationships to their country and their world. The revolutionary poet Gil Scott Heron once asked, "Who will survive in America?" I hear several other questions within that as well, namely, what forces don't want some to survive, and how do we survive in America anyways? Built as a living response to these questions, my project, entitled The Healing Project, is a boundary breaking musical and visual project exploring the daily realities of violence, incarceration, detention, and policing in communities across the United States. For the 3 years before the pandemic happened, I traveled across the country and I connected, built, and talked with folks about the traumas created by these systems and about their healing processes that they created for themselves and their communities. This resulted in an incredible community of folks that I've built deep and lasting friendships with to build this project, as well as over 200 hours of recorded conversations with people of all ages, which serve now as the narrative and sonic backbone for a brand new type of multidisciplinary work, combining first-person narrative, emotional music, and cutting visuals. This project is really a search for the many meanings of what it's like to live and to love within environments of state violence. As such, it's a work of both feeling and thinking about how beautifully complex human beings are, about how our institutions completely fail this complexity, about how much we're all informed by loss and yet trained to ignore and avoid it, and about how surveillance, violence, caging, and policing lay at the intersection of profit, pain, and control.
I know I've got to find some kind of peace of mind, maybe.
But the whole time, the way I dealt with my trauma is I slept with a blow dryer for 25 years. When it was time to go to sleep, I would turn it on and the noise would stop that thought process because it's so loud, so I couldn't think, and the heat would make me relax. So, as years went by, people couldn't understand it. Like, how the fuck? What are you doing? Like, I've burned myself 3rd-degree burns, and I don't care. I've been through like a million blow dryers. Just recently, I think I've been without my blow dryer for 2 months.
Thank you. That's just a quick example in progress. The Healing Project is produced by Anna DeVere Smith, Vijay Iyer, and Glenn Ligon, and our primary institutional collaborator is Yerba Buena Center for the Arts in San Francisco. This project will launch with YBCA in the spring of 2023 in the following exciting ways. The first is going to be the digital experience, the release of the Healing Project as a digital archive, fully scored with music, bringing the public into the stories, experiences, and critical insights of the interviewees. This archive will be specially designed by Crux as an interactive digital space, and all audio in the archive will also be captioned, of course. The second manifestation will be the physical experience, the presentation of an immersive space, taking over YBCA's first floor gallery for 3 months in early 2022. In addition to this being a full-fledged installation filled with new film, sound, and physical art objects, it will also be a site for community gatherings where people come together to share strategies, to organize, to make art, and to support each other. We also have a collaboration with Yamaha to keep a grand piano inside the space for all 3 months, and I'll be leading surprise pop-up music shows with different amazing special guests throughout the whole run of the physical installation, which I'm very excited about because the Bay Area is my hometown. This entire thing will be completely free. All of everything we do with this project is completely free. The third aspect will be the films. We're creating and releasing 3 new short films as part of the project. Here's one trailer example. I had daydreams, ways of freedom, what it might be. Lately, I see working ways out. And finally, the last aspect of what we're going to release is the album. We'll be putting together a collection of some of the most critical interviews scored alongside 5 new songs created and inspired by and with the interviewees as an album in 2022 as well. All interviewees included will also receive both co-ownership and publishing in this album and in every aspect of the project that they contribute to, which is very important to me because a lot of times with these kind of projects, that doesn't happen. So here it brings me to what I still need. So I could use places to show the installation and do similar processes to what we're doing with the YBCA space after we do that in spring of 2022. Also, I want to tour the Healing Project performance and concert version performed by world-class musicians with the interviewees themselves as narrators, which will be really special. I would love to have places to show and exhibit short films as well as partners in releasing the film and the album. I would love to have more partners in outreach, spreading the word and bringing momentum, excitement, and audience to the project once it is launched in the physical and digital forms in 2022. Additional funding for the long-term vision of the project. And I'm really interested in folks who are really looking to dismantle the carceral logic of your spaces. I'm very excited with not only what this project contains, but how we're trying to use it to actually change fundamentally the structures of this country. The work I desire to do with this project is to participate in changing this country in 2 fundamental ways. One is from one that punishes and oppresses to one that heals and takes care. And the second is to be from one that excels at performing to one that practices the most difficult of honesties. I hope you'll join me in this journey, and I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.